Softball 605 here with Rapid City Stevens coach Sherry Grismer. Your girls just stepped out and made a big statement against O'Gorman in the first round here.
Yes, they did. It's always good to get the first game win under your belt. So now we have another game coming up versus our hometown rival, Rapid City Central, and hopefully they'll bring the bats to that game as well.
Yeah, you guys have had a pretty good run against Central normally, haven't you?
We have. We've played them 4 times this season and beat them all 4 times.
Well, I'll tell you the way, and I was standing right between your game and Central's, and both teams, it sounded to me, were hitting. I mean, when they were hitting, the ball just sounded different coming off the bat. So you're obviously doing something out there in Rapid.
You know, we've talked a lot about our hitting this season and talked a lot about not popping the ball up and hitting line drives and keeping it down and dirty on the ground. And the kids have responded well to our coaches, and they're showing it by the way that they're hitting the ball. I believe in this last game we had 13 hits.
What kind of makeup do you have in terms of seniors, juniors, sophomores?
You know, this season we have 8 seniors, 2 juniors, 1 sophomore, and 1 freshman. So we're going to be losing 8 fantastic seniors. It's going to be hard to let them go because they're fantastic.
You know, just talk to Lexi. Sounds like she's coming here to Sioux Falls to play her ball, huh?
That's right. Lexi Marsico is going to be playing at University of Sioux Falls. Super excited about that. We have another young lady that's going to go out to Salt Lake Community College to play, and then we've got a couple more that are being looked at to play at the next level as well.
Well, it looked to me like you got a lot of players who have the ability if they just want to go.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I'm just ecstatic about this team and what they're have accomplished so far and what they're yet to accomplish.
You know, having that many seniors on a team probably is a blessing to most coaches because, you know, by the time they get there, a lot of them can supply the leadership and you don't have to supply as much.
Yeah, you know, before I decided to coach this year, I knew that this team was going to be a really solid team, and I probably would have bet or said that any monkey could have coached these girls because I think they could have went out on the field all by themselves and won many games all by themselves. Speaking
of that, how long have you been coaching high school softball?
Oh, coaching high school softball? Like Stevens High School softball? Since 2007, I believe, is when I started with Stevens softball. I took 2 years off, and now I'm back. So how many years would that be? You do the math.
I'll let somebody else out there do it. Quite a while.
Yeah.
So, you know, in terms of this team, you know, the legacy that they leave behind, and you know, what do you have for younger players who are going to be able to fill some of these slots next year? You know,
our JV team actually brought 2 teams to the JV Invitational Tournament this past weekend, and our sub-varsity team, which is our JV team, they took 2nd place in the tournament, and then our sophomore team, we call it our blue team, they ended up taking 4th place. So out of 12 teams, we are looking pretty strong if we can bring a team to 2 teams to Sioux Falls, place 2nd and 4th out of 12 teams. Really good kids coming up. We'll be young, but we'll be effective, and we'll get the machine rolling again next year and hopefully come back and play very well again next season.
You know, as far as this tournament goes, and it looks to me like softball is a lot like so many of the other sports we have around South Dakota. Just the parity every year gets so much better and better. It's like, you know, half the teams here, at least half, could win this thing.
You know, any given day, any team can beat any team. There's a lot of teams that are in this tournament this weekend that are pretty equal, and we've seen throughout the season that different teams are beating different teams. So you never know who you're going to play, and you never know how hard they're going to play. And all we know is that if we come out and play our best, we're going to be the team to beat.
You can make your own luck in softball if you just get those bats working, can't you?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, Coach, I'll let you get with your team, but I really do appreciate you hanging with Softball 605 a little bit. Hopefully we'll be able to talk with you as you advance through the brackets, and who knows, maybe you'll be hoisting that cup at the end.
That'd be awesome, and I'll get you more kids over here to talk to because this would be a good experience for them. Thanks.
Thanks.